everybody, welcome back to The Vision. So we are back today with another episode on Huntington, of all places. I know it's a rare thing. So today we're looking at a cathedral. Now the interior to this cathedral is not done, but the exterior is absolutely, oh my god, my words, they're gone. I just don't know where they went. It is absolutely amazing is what I was trying to say. And the reason for it is once you see it, you'll be amazed. So if you come onto the server and you do /warp HTT Old Town, and you'll be over here, and then we turn around and pa-chow! And there it is. Look how big it is. That's just ridiculous. Now, like I said, the interior to this build is not done. They're kind of like me when it comes to interior. They do more of the exterior builds and then leave the interior for later when they want to get around to it. I mean, but just look at this. This is, I don't even know how long this had to take to make. And this, the size of it is truly, why is there fire? You don't want fire in a, what? Why do you have fire in here? It's on fire, call the fire department. Oh my goodness. I mean, I think out of all places, you wouldn't want a fire in a church. That, like, you're summoning the devil, like, mwah, ah, ah. But really, we're here to just look at the exterior and just look at how much detail is really put into it between every block and just how it's put together. I mean, just truly, I'm amazed. I don't even have any words for this, even though I'm actually speaking at the moment about it. But it's just more the fact that people have the time and the skill to do this. Because, like you guys say, I'm a good builder, but when you compare me to these guys, I'm an amateur. Because I can never do anything like this. It's just, one, it's not my style, but two, it's just massive. And the amount of detail and time that had to go into building something like this is truly amazing. And again, I say this all the time when it comes to cities and buildings, but the proportions are absolutely perfect. When you walk up to it, it has that presence to it that it's a big building, which is what it needs to have. I mean, just look how massive it is. You feel, you know, immersed in it because it's so big. You know, that's not what she said, but still. I mean, again, I am using their texture pack. Keep that in mind. So some of these materials might look a little bit different and, you know, vanilla or different things like that. But the same concept is there. Just seeing what they did, it's actually kind of hard to look at every single piece and realize how they put it together and different things like that. Because as you can tell, this is not a small build. It's very narrow, but it's also very long as well. I mean, so you have slabs here. I'm not sure if these would be windows. It'd be really cool if the interior was done to this. I would love to see that one day. And maybe when it is done, we will come back. But it's just truly amazing to fully see what people do with their time and how much time and how serious they really take the game, which is really cool because it kind of shows like how passionate people are about some of these builds. And you know, some of these videos are going to be shorter when they don't have interiors because there's not as much to show, but I still want to bring these amazing pieces of architecture to you because, you know, the whole point is for you guys to get inspiration from this series, whether it's a finished build or whether it's not. And I feel like you could definitely get inspiration from this series and just from this building in general if you want to add some history to your city, which we talked about a little bit last week. But history and adding history to your city is one of the biggest and best things you can do to improve your city, to make it feel like it's been there for a very long time and that it's grown from what it used to be to now. And this definitely resembles that because, one, you don't get architecture like this anymore. So immediately when you see this design, you think of, you know, medieval times and when they used to really care about how these buildings look, and they wanted them to look, you know, amazing and be towering over the city, which is still what it does. And so you don't get churches like this anymore because of, one, cost, obviously, because they cost a lot of money. But it's also, it's like, can people really build like this anymore? You kind of have to wonder that, because when was the last time you saw a modern building made to this scale and this design? I mean, that's one thing I've always loved about older buildings, is how much design they put into it, just with like the glass, with, you know, just different things. And those buildings took, you know, 20 to 40 years to make sometimes, but the end result was absolutely amazing. And I wish, to an extent, that we would kind of go back to that design, but also like modernize them a little bit and add like heating and cooled, like air conditioning, things like that. But if you can make this design with a modern feel and bring it up to modern standards, I think it'd be truly amazing, and it'd be a great tourist attraction, because like I said, you don't really get anything like this anymore, which is kind of sad. But it's also great because then when you do see something like this, it kind of makes you go ooh and ah a little bit more, and it's kind of like a history lesson, I feel like. But I'm kind of happy I'm bringing this video to you guys, because in all honesty, I've known about this cathedral for a very long time, but I've waited for the interior to hopefully be done by now. But I figured it was about time to kind of show it to you guys, because with its surroundings, with everything, how it's placed, and it's thought out where this is placed as well, it definitely has a significance to the city, which I absolutely love. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you got some inspiration from this, definitely let me know. If you do have your own creations that you want to submit, all you have to do is go into the description. There is an email. All you have to do is submit either one picture or one video, or more if you want to, if you're obliged to do that. And basically just show me what you're doing. The only restrictions is it cannot be on the PS3 or PS4. So I'm sorry, but it can be, or it can't be on Pocket Edition either. So it can be on Xbox 360, Xbox One, or PC. And if you have a server, give me the server IP. If you just have a world, send the IP to me over in the email, and I will give you credit. Also, try to include your YouTube channel if you have one. Different things that you would want me to know about the city, or just whatever you want to submit. You don't have to submit cities. You can submit anything you want. So I was doing really good with my words there for a little bit, but then I started messing up towards the end again. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It is greatly appreciated as always. I really do hope you got a great inspiration from this series and from this video alone. So bye bye, and I will talk to you guys later.